Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the purpose of those who never seen me before, my name is Nabioku, your popular tech bro where they teach programming for Pidgin English. So this video will mark the starting point of my data structure and algorithm tutorial. But before we get started, I will quickly use this opportunity to tell you, see, if you never subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly use this time to do so because your subscription are waiting to give me ginger and motivation to always make videos like this. So let's just get started without wasting time. So the way where I would like start data structure and algorithm explanation, we say data structure na one thing, algorithm sef na one thing. Although these two things e no go too make sense to talk one come leave the other or talk the other one come leave the first one, because no way wey be say you go just talk about data structure come leave algorithm wey be say you go make complete sense, right? But for inside this video, I know say this video na just like introductory video wey be say e go introduce us to data structure and algorithm, but I go like give you a taster of wetin to expect in the upcoming videos of the series of data structure and algorithm tutorials, right? So I could just like define data structure for you in just few sentences, right? Say data structure na just like a way wey dem dey take use to store data, right? Or like a way wey dem dey take use to structure data together inside one container. And algorithm na like step by step process wey dem dey take to store data inside one container, right? This explanation wey I give you like this, if you no make complete sense, say one na way to take store information, then another one na step by step process wey dem dey take store information. No just worry yourself too much. I go give you a live sample of wetin I mean now. See this container wey dey my hand like this. You know say this one wey you see so na empty container, and empty container as e dey like this, we wan come begin dey save information inside, right? And I go show you some data wey I get in front of me here like this. Shey you see this ball so like this? You know say I tell you say data fit be anything. E fit be number, e fit be character, e fit be group of characters, e fit be anything, e fit be shirt, e fit be shoe, e fit be anything. So just imagine this ball wey dey my hand so like this as a data, right? So this data as e dey like this, I wan come begin dey store am inside this container, right? So I dey put am inside this container, so then I come again, I see another ball here, I come put am inside this container again, right? Then I come again, this one na another ball wey dey my hand so like this, then I put am inside this container. You go imagine say as I dey put this information inside this container like this, I dey put am on top themselves, right? So you see that process wey I dey take add this information inside this container, na wetin algorithm just be that. Say I dey carry this data from one place, dey put am inside here, dey put am on top of each other, right? Na wetin algorithm just mean be that. Say step by step process, right, of doing something. Maybe we just put am like that, say okay, na step by step process of doing something, right? And data structure na the way wey we dey take dey structure data inside container. Shey you see this container wey you see so like this, you know say we don structure these balls inside this container in a vertical manner, right? And you go see say this container wey dey my hand so like this, e just get only one entry point. Say this data wey I come put inside this container so like this, na just on top e dey go inside this container from top like this. If I wan add another container like this, e go just dey on top, right? So this thing wey I do like this na like na data structure, no be even like data structure. So if I wan come perform different operations on this data structure wey dey my hand so like this, you know say if I wan remove this, the first ball wey I put inside this container, no way wey I go fit go inside this container to remove this first ball, the first ball wey I add inside this container, right? The only process, the only way wey I go take remove the first ball be say I go remove the last ball, put am somewhere, remove the second to the last ball, put am somewhere until I come reach the last ball wey be red ball, right? You go see say nothing dey inside this carton again. So the process of removing this ball one after the other, you fit imagine am say na algorithm, right? Simple as that, straightforward and easy, right? So I go just put this container now to one side, come bring another container, come show you another type of data structure entirely. So you see this box wey dey my hand so like this, you see say this one as e dey like this, e get two entry points, e get one entry point here, e get another entry point here. So if I wan begin dey save information inside this data now, sorry, inside this box now, right? So I wan begin dey save data inside am, right? Say for example now, I go talk say okay, I wan begin dey insert my data from this point, then I wan begin dey remove my data from this point, right? So if I carry this first ball again, then I go put am here like this. Okay, make I just bring this information, make e show for inside camera. Shey you see this ball wey I put from this point so like this, if I wan add another information inside this box, then I go just carry this another box, another ball rather, push am. So as I push this one like this, you know say that first ball wey I bin first add inside this container, right, e go move forward a little, then I go add this one again like this. So if I wan come begin dey remove these balls like this, so I go begin dey remove this ball like this from this point, right? So the first one wey I add inside this box na im be the first one wey I even remove from inside this box, right? So I remove this ball, I put am here, I remove this second ball, I put am here, then I remove this last ball, I put am here, right? You go imagine say this first information wey I do, right, this one dey vertical, right, this one dey horizontal, this one na one data structure on you, this one sef na another data structure on you. Say this one we structure the data horizontally inside this container, and we structure this data vertically inside this container. You see this very simple example wey I just do now, so e fit look very simple to you, but na one very complex imagination wey dem dey take use dey represent information to computer, right, inside programming. Shey you see this data structure wey I been show you before? We dey always dey imagine any data structure wey dey on top of each other like this, right, to be stack. And stack na something wey be say the first ball wey you put inside this one na the last ball wey go come outside of this box, right, and the first one wey you put inside this box rather, na the first one wey go come outside inside this box too, right. So you see these two data structures, this one na stack and this one na cube, right. When I come begin dey bring up further tutorials on stack, queue, array and things like that, you go come begin dey understand perfectly wetin data structure and algorithm just be. Another data structure wey I go like give you be say, see this plate wey dey in front of me so like this, I come add my balls inside. You see all these balls wey I bin add inside this thing now, you know say when I talk about this data structure, right, we no fit remove any ball from the middle. The one wey come first, right, from this end, na im we go fit first remove. We no fit remove the one wey dey inside middle, right. But for inside this type of data structure, you see, e no matter anyhow wey you take put this ball inside this type of data structure, and you go know say this container wey you see here like this na another type of data structure. So this one as you see am so like this, you fit remove this one wey dey middle, you fit remove this one wey dey back, you fit remove this one wey dey front, right. So the process wey we dey take dey remove or add information to inside different types of data structure na wetin dem dey call algorithm be that. And this container, all these containers wey you see so like this, right, na data structure, because dem dey allow us to structure data in different manner, right. We get a lot of data structure for inside computer programming. We get array, we get stack, we get queue, we get trees, we get graph, a lot of them like that. I hope say you understand very little wetin data structure and algorithm just be with this introduction tutorial to data structure and algorithm. So as you be say I don give you introduction to data structure and algorithm for inside this tutorial, na so e go be for inside this tutorial. I go see you for the next tutorial.